Welcome back, wonderful humans. I'm Danielle and I currently live alone and I'm trying to shift towards healthier meals whilst remaining on a budget. I know I'd usually just share shorts of recipes I do during the week, but I figured I'd do a video showing my little food haul for the week to sort of give you a rough idea of what I get and how much it actually costs. From the frozen section, I got this 4 berry medley, perfect for adding to overnight oats and Weetabix, and generally cheaper than getting all the berries separately. This one includes raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, and blackcurrants. I then have some pitted olives, which I just love for being super versatile. Some potato gnocchi, which will last me for around 3 meals, making this great value. Some bananas, a bag of onions that I'll normally keep a couple out from, and then chop and prep the rest for the freezer. Some carrots, which I'll do the same chopping and prepping for the freezer with, because I live by myself, and that's a lot of carrots, but sadly, Lidl don't sell them individually. Some apple and blackcurrant squash, which is just something you dilute into water for anybody that isn't from the UK and might not know. I technically got it from the garden centre, not Lidl, but I did also get some heavily discounted chopped ginger in a jar too. I grabbed some long life semi skimmed milk. I don't tend to go through milk that much, though with overnight breakfasts I might, but it's always good to have some on hand. A good old essential of some bleach. I got some tomato passata as well. One is with basil and the others with onion and garlic. I grabbed a couple of Lidl Deluxe caramel layered yogurts. These are one of my favourite things for a sweet evening treat. Some reduced fat soft cheese, think cream cheese but not a solid. A big thing of cooking bacon. I caught the bag on the way home, so just popped it into this food bag and I'll be splitting it up and dividing it into the freezer later. 6 large eggs. I got some raspberries and blueberries as I happen to have an offer on them for fresh, but I can always put them in the freezer later. A big pack of honey cured ham. I got 2 loose kiwis, some tomatoes, some soured cream as well, because there's a few things I want to do with it, including putting some with a jacket potato, and then some unsalted butter. I always go unsalted because then I can add seasoning accordingly instead of having to try to adjust. So I happen to have a fair few things in the freezer already. Have some frozen fish and chicken, as well as some pre-prepared vegetables that I've put into the freezer. And then I have things like a variety of carbs already in the cupboard, some unopened cheese in the fridge. So with everything I got today from Lidl, it was £22.95. And then the chopped ginger I got from the garden centre was £1.74. In a couple of weeks, I intend to do another big shop at the local butcher's to truly stock back up on meats. I happen to have a voucher for a Too Good To Go bag, so I might grab one during the week, but otherwise I never tend to do top-up shops. This is a bit of a weird shop though, as there are some things that I will zoom through and other things that will last a fair while, like the onions and carrots once they move to the freezer. Some weeks I can spend £10 and other weeks nearer to 40, so this was nicely in the middle. I hope you enjoyed this little peek into my food shop for the week. If you did, please consider hitting the like button. I'm thinking of starting sharing my meals of the week, including breakfast and lunches, in the near future as well. So be sure to keep an eye out for those. So if you don't want to miss out, then please be sure to subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, take care. See you again soon.